Imagine a killer so swift, so brutal, it can wipe out half your world in just a few short years, leaving cities as ghost towns and fear as the only cooler ruler. This wasn't a nightmare. It was the chilling reality of the 14th century. The Black Death wasn't just a sickness, it was a disaster that shattered societies and left a deep scar on the human spirit. Today, we're going back to when an invisible enemy brought an entire civilization to its knees, exploring the plague that changed everything. Our story begins far from Europe, along Asia's busy trade routes. Picture merchant ships unknowingly carrying a deadly cargo, rats. These rats carried fleas, and these fleas carried a tiny, deadly sickness. From North Africa to Scandinavia, this unseen enemy traveled, silently spreading across 3 continents. When those ships docked, the plague stepped ashore. It spread with terrifying speed, moving from person to person, town to town, like a fast-moving fire. One day, a lively market. The next, quiet whispers and endless graves. People would wake up feeling fine, only to be struck down by fever, chills, and painful black swellings, dying within days. The horror wasn't just the sickness, but its presence, terrifying speed. Within just a few years, between 1347 and 1351, the Black Death claimed an estimated 75 to 200 million lives. Historians believe it wiped out 30% to 60% of Europe's population. Entire villages disappeared. Cities, once busy, became silent memories of sadness. Imagine, more than half the people you knew, gone, in your lifetime. Such a huge loss is almost impossible to truly understand. The biggest problem was simple. Nobody understood why this was happening. Doctors, priests, kings, everyone was helpless. They tried everything from bloodletting and herbal medicines to prayer, blaming bad air or God's anger, but nothing worked. The invisible enemy kept marching, leaving behind not just dead bodies, but a society crushed by fear and confusion. Panic ruled. Families left their sick. Burials couldn't keep up. This wasn't just a health crisis. It was a huge shakeup for society. So many people died that economies broke down. With fewer people to work the fields, labor fell in very valuable. This big change weakened the old feudal system, where farmers were tied to the land. Survivors had choices. They could ask for better pay and conditions. The old system started to break, leading to new ideas about what people were worth. Power shifted from lords to workers, setting groundwork for the modern world. The Black Death didn't just kill people, it destroyed old ways of thinking and old power structures in some cuisines. It made survivors question everything, leading to big changes in art, religion, and how people thought. It was a brutal reset, a dark time that surprisingly opened doors for new opportunities, new discoveries, and eventually, the Renaissance. Its effects can still be felt today in how we understand diseases, our money systems, and humanity's strong spirit. The story of the Black Death is a serious reminder of how weak humans can be, but also how we adapt and rebuild after huge loss. Uncover more stories that shaped our world by watching our next video.